and the album just never came out. And eventually I did have a nervous breakdown.
Just took the clothes off and ran out into the street and all of this, which they say artists do. When they go through that one. And yeah, man, that's how crazy.
Told us who he is. I'm going to introduce him again. It's the man Jerome Childish. Last time you probably seen him was when he was a childhood superstar, hanging with some of the biggest stars in the game. You know, Puff Daddy, 112, Mace, all of those greats from Bad Boys. He was signed to Bad Boy Records as a teenager. Well, younger than a teenager.
They used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They should take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it. The eggs break. They say they're not ready yet. They ain't put it.
First, he said, did Diddy stay in touch with you as a mentor afterwards, or even now?
No, like you said, they tread lightly when you're there as a child.
Right.
You know, my dad, you don't mess with somebody's child. That's
Lil Jerome, once an 11-year-old prodigy in the music industry, recently made headlines with troubling allegations regarding his time with Diddy and Bad Boy Records. Signed by Diddy at a young age, Jerome seemed poised for stardom, releasing songs like Too Old for Me and appearing on the Belly soundtrack with a sample of Stevie Wonder's I Never Dreamed You'd Leave in Summer. He also released other singles such as No Disturb Sign featuring Heavy D and Diddy, and Dear. However, behind the scenes, Jerome now alleges that his experience was far from the dream it appeared to be. According to Jerome, Diddy's treatment of him was inappropriate and exploitative, taking advantage of his youth and vulnerability. The allegations place Jerome among a wave of former artists who have accused Diddy of mistreatment, but Jerome's young age at the time of the events makes his claims especially disturbing. Rumors are circulating that Jerome could be one of over 120 victims represented by attorney Tony Busby, known for handling cases involving high-profile abuse. For Jerome, what once looked like a launchpad to success might have been a period of exploitation that left lasting scars. His resurfaced story sheds new light on the dark side of the music industry, where the youngest artists can sometimes be the most at risk. After releasing a handful of songs, Lil Jerome vanished from the music scene, leaving fans wondering what had happened. For years, there was silence until 2007, when he reappeared in an interview on Bad Boy's official blog, which is closely tied to Diddy's record label, Bad Boy Records. During the interview, Jerome was asked about his abrupt departure from the industry, and his response hinted at a darker story behind the scenes. Jerome admitted he'd endured severe distress that ultimately led to a mental breakdown, one so overwhelming that even Diddy suggested he step back from his career. When pressed about whether leaving Bad Boy Records was truly his choice, Jerome shared that his decision was influenced by a mix of growing pains and the immense pressure of the music industry. He described the breakdown as a defining moment, leading Diddy to agree that putting the project on pause was necessary. As the interview progressed, Jerome's carefully worded responses raised suspicions. Many fans felt he was holding back from revealing more painful experiences, perhaps restrained by the fact that this interview was conducted on Bad Boy's own platform. The connection to Diddy's label led some to believe that any negative or revealing comments might be censored, as Jerome's answers remained vague, avoiding direct criticism of the label or its management. The interviewer eventually asked why Jerome had never released a full album under Bad Boy Records, but once again, his response was evasive. His reluctance to delve into details left fans and observers speculating that he was subtly hinting at hidden struggles, possibly feeling pressured to stay silent. This interview, rather than putting rumors to rest, only deepened suspicions that Jerome's departure may have been driven by far more troubling experiences than he could openly discuss. Jerome opened up about the hardships he faced in the industry, which ultimately forced him to abandon his album project. He revealed that he had recorded around 13 songs and was close to releasing an album when his mental health took a sharp decline. Describing the challenges as a mixture of growing pains, Jerome explained that the natural changes of puberty, like his shifting voice, and the emotional turbulence of adolescence were made far worse by the relentless pressures of the music industry. This combination of factors pushed him to the brink, ultimately leading to a breakdown that made continuing impossible. Jerome's experience was marked by panic attacks, something he hadn't struggled with before his time in the industry. The emotional strain of fame, combined with the intense expectations placed on him at such a young age, appeared to be too much, leaving him feeling he had no choice but to step away. The exact cause of his intense anxiety and panic attacks remains unclear, but it's evident that his experiences took a lasting toll. For Jerome, stepping back wasn't just a career decision, it was a matter of survival in an industry that had stripped him of his stability during a pivotal time in his life. After signing with Diddy, Jerome's struggles intensified, with troubling incidents suggesting the immense weight of his experiences. Those close to him noted that his issues with severe anxiety only surfaced after he began working closely with Diddy, leading to speculation that Jerome may have faced mistreatment that profoundly affected him. Friends and colleagues who knew Jerome before his time at Bad Boy Records insist that he was never prone to such intense panic attacks or anxiety until his time at the label. One incident, recounted by a member of Diddy's team, highlights a particularly distressing episode during the filming of Jerome's music video for his song Dear AET. According to the account, Jerome suffered a severe panic attack on set. While the crew and others on set were concerned, Diddy reportedly seemed indifferent, eventually canceling the entire shoot without offering much empathy. A friend of one of the extras on set provided additional details, explaining that Jerome emerged from his trailer briefly, looking camera-ready and fully prepared for filming. However, within moments, he returned to the trailer, visibly distressed. His family, present to support him, confirmed that Jerome was having a panic attack and couldn't continue. His mother repeatedly informed the crew that he was too unwell to proceed, while the actors and extras waited on set, hoping he would recover enough to resume filming. As the hours wore on, the production team pivoted to filming scenes with dancers and extras in alternative locations, including Coney Island, hoping to salvage the day. Yet, after several hours of waiting, Diddy allegedly made the abrupt decision to abandon the shoot entirely, instructing everyone to wrap up and leave. This unexpected decision left many on set puzzled and concerned about Jerome's well-being. This incident has fueled ongoing suspicions that the immense pressure and possible mistreatment Jerome faced while working with Diddy had a profound impact on his mental health, pushing him to withdraw from the industry. Jerome's story has become emblematic of the emotional toll young artists can suffer in an industry that often prioritizes profit over well-being. Jerome's experience on the set of his music video for Dear AET marked a pivotal moment in his young career, one that ended abruptly due to a severe panic attack that kept him confined to his trailer. According to a friend on set, Jerome initially seemed prepared to film dressed and with his makeup done, but moments later, he retreated back into his trailer and never returned. His mother, who was there with other family members, tried to reassure the concerned crew, explaining that Jerome was experiencing an intense panic attack and was unable to continue. Cast members, dancers, and extras waited on set for hours, hoping he might recover enough to resume filming. In an attempt to salvage the shoot, the production team began filming scenes with the extras and dancers at other locations, including Coney Island. However, after several hours of waiting, Diddy ultimately decided to cancel the entire project, leaving the cast and crew puzzled and worried for Jerome's well-being.